Hello, friends, and welcome. It's Monday Strategy with the Seven Figure Club. So excited to be here. I'm going to double check that this is going live because of the new Facebook rules, and it looks like it is. I guess Zoom might be the only issue. So I'm using StreamYard for any of my fellow entrepreneurs. Let me see if I can hear it. It's working. Okay, this is awesome. I'm so excited. We were all told that that it wouldn't work as of this week. And I think that there are issues with Zoom, but this is StreamYard, so I'm excited to be able to use this. Real quick, what I'm going to do is share this into my Facebook groups, which is where this needs to be going, and then we're going to jump on in. So let me see if this is showing up. I'm doing all the tech things as well. And I'm so excited to share today some really cool secret behind the scene tricks on how you can use pictures of your favorite influencers' headers and recreate them in Canva. So I'm going to be doing a special tutorial, and I think it's super important. Okay, so I'm going to share this to a group. So I'm going to share it here and say live Canva Facebook header training is what I'm going to call it real quick. And then we're going to get started. There's one group, and then I'm going to share it to the other group. So comment, can you let me know in the comments if you can see and hear me? Press the number 1. And then also, if you will share, where are you coming in from? Where do you live in this beautiful world? I'd love to find out. And it's just great that we live in 2024 and we can, I was going to say 2023, but we are like almost into May. Okay. So it is definitely 2024 is on its way right now. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and get started. Since I'm going to just share my Canva screen, I already took the screenshots of 2 of my favorite influencers in the genre I'm in, which where I like their designs and their content, which is Jenna Kutcher and Marie Forleo. So hit it up in the comments if you're also fans of these awesome ladies. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to share my screen and just going to co-work with me today. You guys ready for it? So we're going to go into Canva. So what I did was I took the headers of Amy Porterfield's paid program, which I'm in, and then Jenna Kutcher, this is the header in her free Facebook group. Okay. I have both. I have a free Facebook group and a paid Facebook group. I already did one. So I want to kind of show you how it works. So what I did first was like when I take a copy of something like this, I essentially put my own content on top of it. So the sizing's correct. And then I think I ended up using, I still had to edit it a bit. I ended up using this one. So then when it shows up on the Facebook feed, sometimes it gets cut out. So I'm actually going to go show you what that looks like just to show you the difference. I'm going to screenshot it and upload it here. Because sometimes when you see the headers, the images look big. But if I come here and I'll show it to you real quick, and I go like this and I just kind of delete this, I want to show you what it looks like in the actual Facebook group. So let's come back in here. What's going on? Let's go plus. Okay. So I'm going to just delete a few of these things just so I can show you the screenshot. So I'm going to go here, go to uploads. I'm going to upload what it looks like in the Facebook group so you can see the difference. This is why it's really important on sizing. So see how this looks in the actual Facebook group, how it's not, you only see this much, but you do see all of it. I could do with making it a little smaller, but I just felt like the text was already small. So that's what it looks like in the group. So you want to, when you're looking at these people's headers and you wanted to recreate something like this, you really need to lay it out, get the picture of you over here, make the squares, things like that. So now I have these editable versions. I did a little bit different. I don't like to copy. Plus I don't like tape. So I like the pins more here. It's my logo, it's my things. But if I find something I like the layout, I like to replicate it. Okay. And I'm just going to double check that you can see and hear me in this screen. So it looks like you can. So yeah, press the number 1 in the comments if you can see and hear me and see what we're doing here. Okay, so now I'm going to just on the spot, I've not replicated this one. I'm going to replicate this kind of vibe for my free group. Okay, so I'm doing a big challenge next week. So I'm going to do this kind of vibe. I think it's fun, but professional and eye-popping. So we're going to do it like this. So the first thing I like to do is I like to keep the one in here, and then I'm going to start to create the images. I'm going to grab an image of mine. I took some photos this week just to try and I might take like this one. Let me see. Or this one. I kind of like this one, but this one with a little bit more body is good. Or this one. So let's see which one. I don't like the arms to the side. So I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to go edit this photo and then take the background out. So that's how I did that. You go edit photo, background remover. So now what I'm going to do is just make it kind of like this sizing. So I'm matching the sizing ish. Okay. Now she's got 7-figure club over here. So what I'm going to do, well, not 7-figure club. She has a circle for her brand. I'm already thinking of it in my head. I'm going to go get my other brand kit. And then since I have a circle logo, honestly, I'm just going to do that. Okay, look, it's a pretty easy one right here. Okay, now though, what I need to talk about instead of grab your free gift, okay, I'm gonna make it like this first for my ongoing one. I might do white because I think the white actually looks better there because this is black here. So grab your free gift insiders. Okay, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do the same. Your free gift insiders. Okay. And so, because you can't copyright that, that's a sentence. So, there's certain things you can copyright, and that's not one of them. So, I kind of shrink stuff down where I want it to like match almost exactly the size. And then, oh, she put an exclamation. So, I'm going to do that and just kind of, okay. So, we're there. This, let's go grab a different font. Like, this is more my font. And now we're going to make the size, oops, not that. Make the sizing of this more similar. So let's see how that's like almost matching. Now this is my branded font. Okay, there we go. Now what I might do is make it a little more bold by shadowing it with black or white. I don't really want to do a shadow. So I'm going to make the font white now, like hers. Okay. And then I'm going to do a button like click here. I'm also going to edit this photo a bit with the coloring of it. I'm going to put it beside hers and kind of see if I can match. You know, you want to have a little filter on it. I just might take the filter down a little because you want it to be a little artistic. So I like to I like the Vinto actually. Or no, it's a little faded. Vinto. We're going to do that one. Okay, so now we got this going on. And then I'm going to go get a button. We're going to say click here. So I could just use like this button, right? And just make it about that size. A lot of times I'll just make my own button though, which is what I think I'm going to do in this set. So we're going to call it circle button. So I'm just going to grab the circle button from Canva. It starts to look a little messy, but then it all comes together. I'm just going to keep in the same line for right now, right? Just to like duplicate this. Then I'm going to go get a phone, which I have phone. Where do they go? Computers. I'm going to go grab a phone, not the big one. I just want the phone. Okay, here we go. I'm like essentially matching all the sizing and the placement because see, their team already did that. A lot of these people's teams. Now we're going to go get the fonts that say click here. All capital. Is that what it said? Yep. With an exclamation mark. Here we go. And then again, the font, I'm going to do like a glacial indifference font. Like you want a more straight up font for buttons. Like you don't want it like, let me see the size of it. So again, I like to just match everything because when something looks good, rather than me try and like make it myself, I'm just going to duplicate the matter. Okay, there we go. So now there's that. And now I'm going to go find a picture. What did she do? It was like her texting herself. Like, so I'm going to go grab like, let's go to uploads. I might grab something like this, like really tiny. So I'm going to take this to the side real quick. See this? I'm going to like make it look very similar. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do like, some text with a black background. So I'm going to actually grab, I know it's really tiny, but let me see. I might try two things. So let's do text. So I might do honestly something like this, just really tiny to like they get the point, just to keep it super easy. But that looks fake. Because what we're wanting is for it to actually look like text messages. So I'm going to kind of try out like, or maybe I do this, honestly, instead and grab my picture. See what I mean? And let's go layer, send backward. And then kind of I just don't like this square thing. No, I think the other one looked better. This looks messy. So again, I'm going to come back here. This is a part of trial and error. And I think this is where, see, this is an image. It's one thing if you're doing like an image that's just going up for a second. But honestly, I might just, if I could send that back. Now, I like to make my own images. And then we're going to do two black. We're going to do this, that gray color. And now I'm going to go take that. Like I said, I'm just going to match everything. Do something like this. Make it really tiny, right? And let's do this. It just doesn't look really perfect, right? So maybe I'll change this to like, let's go back to text, like text boxes. Messages. We're gonna try it again. Sometimes it really is these little things that like this would probably do well because that's the whole green and blue thing, right? Okay, so we're gonna go take this in here, and I might just make this a little bigger, and then do one on the other side. Let's flip it. So it's like we've got two. And we'll just make this a tiny bit different. It's this attention to detail. And then I'm going to have to add some like actual text too. So we're going to have to do this. Let's go do welcome. And I'll just make that white, make it super tiny. Again, you're barely going to see this, but this is the attention to detail pieces like that I think is really important in life. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to do this a little smaller. And then we're going to say, thanks. And I might even grab those tiny, like, you know how you have like dots? I might do like that up here just to like make it look more realistic with black. Let's make it black. Here we go. And then like put it down here too. Just to make it look a little interesting. Okay, so I feel happier with that. I think that looks good. And then if I put this back here, well, now I have some stuff that's mine. So now I'm going to, while I'm still here though, is I'm going to, now I need to make this background image. So let's go to design. I'm going to go grab some elements. I'm going to grab some squares or triangles. Okay. So this is where you got to get a little creative in life. I have found when you want this image, and there might be a better way of doing this. I'm just going to show you the way that I do it. I like to, if there's a diagonal of any sorts, I'm typically going to just make this guy really big. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to go down because you're not really seeing any of this. Okay. Then I'm going to make that like one of my colors. So I'm going to grab this and say layer, send backward, layer, right click again, layer, send Send backward. Okay. Now I'm going to grab a square or a rectangle, whatever. And this will be in the very back, right? And this might be like a brighter color. So we're going to say layer, send back. And now I'm going to delete her stuff. And I'm going to make this a little more like that. No, she had it the other way. And where did she do it? Up near her head? There. Okay, and then we're going to do this color and this color. And I'm going to change this to go get my brand again. And let's do like a little more like this. And let's do this one more like, I'll try a few things. I think that's a little too, I do love these tones. Personally, so these are my brands, right? So what I might do though is because I'm calling this group the 7-figure, what's called the Solopreneurs 7-figure society. So what I might do is kind of recreate my 7-figure club and do something like this. And kind of go see where I want to put this. Like I might do that and do a subheading that says the. So it's like a play on, because the 7-figure club is my VIP program that's only for paying people. So I might do like, this needs to be even bigger, 46. So essentially I'm recreating my own logo so that like, we're going to say the 7-figure, the solopreneurs, and then we're going to say 7-figure, and then we're going to use the words that we're going to say society. Okay, now I'm going to delete this one. We're going to move all this up a little. And the solopreneurs, honestly, I might just do it all the one font. 7-figure. Because I think that looks better. I'll move this back down here just in case. Now I'm going to make these closer. So this is how you do like line spacing. So I want them way closer. And then we're going to add that circle back. Let's see which one she did. So she did, now I might do, well, I think I'll keep it white and just do a circle, like the white circle that I had, because I thought that was pretty nice. And kind of do, the one issue is I'm facing is I want this, so like this, I'm digging. I want that bolder. So I might go find my other, let's try this one. I like that one better. Oh, and then she also had the thing, the free, a little marking under that, which I missed. So let's go get that. So do you see how you can see people's layouts and what works and then like make it your own, still while on brand with yourself? But I think like when you're talking about teams that have huge brand, more bigger than most branding budgets, things like that. So I'm also going to get an underline. So we're going to go here and we're going to say underline. Let me see. Like this kind of thing. And she did it just white. Let me see if that's the one I want. That's a little messy. Where did it go? Is it on the back? Sometimes you gotta like, let's go grab this again. And again, this one changed the shape of the font. Oops. So I also want to look at letter line spacing. I'm going to bring it in a little, right? And just do it like that. And let's go get that line, maybe this one. And I'm going to bring it to the front. And we want to put it underneath the word free. And I might do the blue color like from my jean jacket. Let me see. Let's go see how that will look. No, that doesn't show up very well. Maybe this color would show up well, or this color. Yep. I'm not in love with the way it's kind of, maybe if I go that way. Okay. I'm happy with that. So now what I want to do is get this, like download it and make sure it looks good. Like honestly, I love the vibe of this one so much. I kind of want to redo this one, right? So I am going to redo this one down here, which was my final one. I believe it was this one because I retook some new photos of myself. So I might like, let's see what this one looks like. I don't love the pointing. I usually use the pointing ones for YouTube because it's all about like eye catching, right? But same thing here. Let's say I want to redo this one now that I've got this new, the vibe going with my vibe. That's kind of fun. So I'm going to delete this one, put this here, and go edit photo. Let's see if the other Vento, yeah, I like the Vento, just I don't like it quite so washed out. That's super fun. And I'm gonna move this up a little because I found it was cut off a little, right? So we're gonna do that. And now we're gonna put these side by side. And you can see, so for my 7-figure club paying members, they have more dates. And then for this one, the Solopreneur 7-figure society, that's my free group. Here's like a free gift. Now, what I'm going to do while I'm in here though is share with you, since I'm doing a Scale Your Biz boot camp next week, I want to get people like signed up for that. So what I'm going to do instead of grab your free gift is I'm going to say save your free spot in our biz boot camp. So I'm going to have to edit these down a little. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say 5-6 to 5-10. So let me see how I'm going to do this. Save your free register for our free, I'm going to say Biz Boot Camp, sixth through 10th. So now I'm going to move where this line went, like here. I'm going to bring this back down. And instead of, I like this here, I'm just going to move it down a little. I'm going to say like this. I love that all moved. Layer, send backward. So sometimes like this is, well, what I'm trying to get is this picture here. So let's go take this. Well, I needed all those little dots. Okay, let's grab them all. Come on, I can do it. They're like, okay, let's do this. I need to make a group. A grouping. Group. Okay, now we can come back here. We can come here. It didn't save. What? 1 second. Let's go backwards. If at first you don't succeed, try. And then we need to get rid of that group. All those things. Okay, now we're all connected. Let's go back here. I think this is the part, a lot of times people get frustrated, but if you just stay, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, the text, because I needed more text because of the event, right? So I'm going to do this, move this up a little, kind of a little smaller. We're going to keep this, and this here. And I'm going to do this and kind of bring this in here. Let's go see how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it like that. Okay. Let's go see how they look on Facebook. Are you guys ready? So this is pretty exciting. I'm excited. So register for our free Biz Bootcamp May 6th through 10th. Then this one is going to be into the 7-figure club group. And then this one would be after the Biz Boot Camp. This will just be the one that sits in there. And what you do is you need to connect the headers to a free gift. That's how it works. So when people would click on this image, it goes to a thing. So first I'm going to download page. Let's download these pages. So we're going to download pages 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to kind of show you how we would put all these onto Facebook so you can see where they're at. And then like a lot of times you might have to like double check it because it doesn't always work the first time. So let's try it. 1 second. And okay. So let's go downloads. I'm going to put them on the desktop. Save. Okay, now this is going to be on the desktop, wherever it went. And now let me come back to screen sharing with all of you lovely people and go grab, let's go remove this. And now let's go present. I'm just going to get the whole image up so that you can see what it looks like. So we're going to say stop screen, present, share screen, and I'm going to do this one. So here's where I'm sharing. So now we're going to come here and edit. Here's the new training, right? The new file. Let's see where it went. Where did the downloads go? Show and finder. Okay. Got it. Okay, now I need to just go get these and put them on the desktop. So let's go here, edit, upload photo, Facebook files. So I'm going to use this one. So we'll just double check that I actually got the placement right. Right? Okay, so that looks good. And now it's an updated photo, which makes me happy. So now we can see what this actually looks like. So if I, ta-da, now I might reposition it up just a tiny bit. Like now let's press save again. Fun. I like it. Okay, now we're going to search on Facebook. Let's go to the solopreneurs group and let's go get that new one, right? So let's go see if this will fit because I haven't tried this at all. So let's go upload the image and we're going to do the boot camp one. And then I'll show you how you can click through to, that looks awesome. That's great. Oh my goodness, this is why it pays to copy the people who already have like the right sizing worked out, right? Because this is bomb. Okay, so now how this works to get the click through is this. So I'm gonna go edit and I'm gonna click on the image right here. So that's how you do it. So you go here, click on the image, and now you put a description here. Register for our free Scale Your Biz Bootcamp, May 6th through 10th. And then I'm going to do an arrow. And here's the link, scaleyourbizonline.com. Then I'm going to write about what's included in it. So I'm going to go get the about page from that page. So I'm going to say, we're going to do this. I'm copying it from the other page over here. 1 second. Let me go find that page that it's copying here. There it is. So we're going to say that 5 days, 5 powerful tasks. And then I'm going to grab this again and we're going to say register now for your free VIP seat. There. Well, I'm just going to do this. I like to keep it all on one line. If that's not fitting on one line, then I might go like, there we go. See it? So it's pretty cool. So that's how you do. So whatever thing you're giving away for free, like that's how you do it. So now where I'm going to go try and do too is like my header on my profile to see if this one would fit. I'm not sure it will because group headers are different than profile headers. So now this is working here and I'm going to grab the other thing I'm going to do real quick. Just let me give you some bonuses like when you're wanting to market something. Would be I'm gonna go grab an image. So I'm gonna go back to Canva. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the screen share to show you how I would do this. I'm gonna go remove and let me show you how I would uh share screen. It's gonna pick Canva again. Um, window. Where's Canva? Chrome tab, Canva. We'll just do the Canva one here. So now what I'm going to do is go back to these Facebook group ones, right? Let me double check that this is working, that that's what you're saying it is. Okay. Is now I'm going to go resize and magic switch, and I'm going to turn this into a social media size, and we're going to just do a post. So why I'm doing that is rather than like redesign everything, I can just like drag and drop things. So now that the headers are now the same size, so I can promote this thing. So for example, that means I kind of need to like edit some of this business, but that's okay. We're going to fix this. And the size of it doesn't have to be so perfect, right? So I'm going to make this the 7-figure club in a minute just because we're going to do it this way. There's that. Okay, so just taking all these things up here, we're going to go like this. Let's make the picture should always be the main event. It doesn't matter what thing you're doing. That's just the way it is. You want to get these little pieces out here, right? So I'm going to do this. See how it's still there? I'm like, don't. You want to pay attention to detail, friends. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to do this, and we're going to make this a lot bigger. Not that much bigger, but because what we want to do is put this onto Instagram and to Facebook to or you might say DM me or something like that. We might make it look a little different. So we're going to say the line is still going to go under free. So let's bring this to the front. Ugh. This is like that whole like, okay, we're going to go the whole step of the way, right? And then we're going to say, okay, when you're on, you might say, I might just put the link here. Scale your biz online.com. And I'm going to make this a little bigger because see, if you're posting on social media, the thing you're just advertising, you need a little bit of a different layout, right? So we might do something like this. I might delete that in general and put a little clickety click thing down here. And let's see how it looks centered. I think it looks good centered. Yep. And then I'm going to do it like this. Really just put it under that. And we're going to move this to the side a little bit. And I'm going to change this to actually be, because it's not the free group yet, I'm going to keep my normal brand. So we're going to go back, get that 7-figure club white logo. Let's go here, put that up in that corner. And then let's go get like a little tap or click. Okay, this guy. I like this guy. Okay, so we're going to go like this. It's to essentially draw your attention to this thing. Now, I might bring this here. I'm going to kind of see, I kind of like it like more like this. Okay. What do you guys think? Let's go here. Maybe we go here. Okay. And do I want it black? Let's go like that. Okay, now it's using that weird, like, I'm going to do a little smaller. Okay. Now I have this square to market the thing. So I'm going to grab the event, current page, done, download. So now I'm going to be able to talk about this on social media. So I wasn't like planning on showing all this, but I think it's important because then you're essentially linking people back, right? So now I'm going to drag this over here. So now I can go to like Instagram. So I'm going to share this tab instead. And I'm going to do a post. Let's go see if it's here. And write a similar thing, right? So I'm going to take that copy that was from the Facebook header that, but I'm going to, because I have ManyChat for my Instagram stuff, I'm looking for my Instagram post. Just a moment. Where did Instagram go? Okay. Let's go find Instagram up top. I'm like, where did Instagram go? I don't know where it went. Is it this one? Okay, it's here. So I'm going to do that. Free Scale Your Biz Bootcamp, live coaching and training with me, 5 days. I'm going to say comment bootcamp for the free VIP link. Now I'm going to have to go hook up ManyChat and do that. I'm going to leave the one up there as well. So I'm going to copy this and press share. And then I'm going to put, go back to the Facebook thing and go get that image now, right? So that's now going to be on my Instagram, right? So register for our free biz bootcamp, which also matches, just side note, Scale Your Biz Online right here. Okay. It's very important that all your stuff is matching. Then I'm going to come over here back to Facebook and let's say share this tab instead. And the reason being, you want to grab images. They do a lot better when you're sharing your feed rather than grabbing the link that comes from there, right? So that's why I'm doing this here. And I'm going to grab this and press post. So this is into the Facebook group, right? And I'm going to pin this post in the Facebook group. So I know this is like a Canva training and stuff, but this is essentially like if you're going through and you're wanting to take this moment and like put it across other places, and then I might say something like, you know, at everyone, time to register for my brand new biz bootcamp next week. Comment when you're in for first access to prizes. Okay, so that's like how we'd go through all that. Now I am going to go see if this would work on my header. I'm guessing it won't fit perfectly because it usually doesn't, but let's give it a shot and then I can know how to edit it, right? So as I mentioned, Facebook profile headers are a different size than Facebook group headers, but I'm still going to try this one and see if it will work. So let's go see. Because when you're marketing, you just want to market like everywhere. So, I mean, it looks good here. So again, I'm going to take the same content, going back here because I did not copy it. Let's go back to the Solopreneur 7-Figure Society. Let's go in here and I'm going to grab this copy. Now I'm going to go back to the header here and I'm going to do that whole edit thing. You just want it everywhere. And I'll tell you the last place I'm going to just go do it real quick because it fits okay at least is I'm going to go to my business page and I'm going to switch to the business account and I'm going to edit cover photo, upload a cover photo, same one. It's just the whole massive action marketing thing that you want everything to be the same. Press save changes. And I'm going to, again, press here, go edit. Now what we're doing is this is going across like all these platforms where people will be interested. And this is like a free way to market to your list. The other thing you want to do is make sure that the sign up button that's on your page, and actually let's go fix this picture too. I'm going to upload a different photo. So this is like, so when I'm like doing design and stuff, what I am looking to do is to make sure that everything is matching wherever I go, right? So I've needed to upload my new profile picture. So I'm essentially just gonna grab one of these pictures that are I had just uploaded and get them up and running over here, right? Let me get this one. Or I'm gonna get a close up really quick, which you're probably not seeing over here because I'm gonna do this one. I don't know if it's the best one or not. So sometimes I might try 2 different photos. I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna share this tab instead. So I'm over in Canva, kind of grabbing a couple of the new photos, and I'm also going to edit them a bit, right? So what I'm gonna do is do edit photo, background remover, and I'm gonna change the background to match the branding of my vibe. Right? So we wanna do, like, a bright pink. I don't know if I love that color, if I like this one better. I think the bright pink does better behind the scenes, right? So I'm gonna do something like this, and then again, I'm gonna edit the photo to be like this one, a little bit like this. Maybe the aura, no, I like the Vinto one. What's new? I like vintage stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna change that profile picture as well while we're at it. Your brand, and when you're just doing an update to all the go back to Facebook, share this tab. So now I'm going to edit that picture, upload it from my computer. Let's go find it. What was it called? It was called Untitled. You know, fancy like that. So now everything's going to be matching with my new vibe. It's got the 7-figure club. That's pretty cool. When you have a pink background instead, it's actually really effective because it pops more on when you have those mini pictures. So this is like now everything's like matching and rocking. And same thing on Instagram. I'm going to probably come over here and edit the profile real quick. So I'm going to share this tab instead. Change photo, upload photo. We're going to do the same one because it really is very helpful to have that plain background. I like the sky as well, but it is very nice to do that. So I don't see that it changed it, but sometimes it takes a minute. So that is the dealio of how do you change headers, and then how do you make images in Canva, and then how do you even update and promote an event and use links. So this was a very in-depth training. I hope it helped you. I'd love to know in the comments where you're coming in from, any takeaways you had, any requests you have for kind of tech training, design trainings. I'm definitely a hands-on person. I know there's strategy, but when I have the chance, if I need to update things, it's Monday strategy for 7-figure club. These are the things that I think actually can be extremely important for you to know how to do for your business. Now, when you have the budget for like these other ladies and you've got designers on hand, but even being a designer myself, like since I do know how to like say turn this into this. Now, if I ever met a designer and they know how to do it as well as I do, I'm actually interviewing people currently. Then I've passed it off in the past. Right now, I'm the only designer on staff, so I have a salesperson, I have a Facebook ads, I have a Go High Level expert, I have different team members depending on the season I'm in, but knowing how to design, knowing how to grab attention, using marketing is so essential. So love to hear what you think. God bless. Have a good day. If you have any questions, you can always reach out. We do have courses, and we have a new live boot camp you can go to right now, scaleyourbizonline.com, and love to see you inside. It's free.